Hello, welcome to the Rescatux. Welcome to the porting Rescatux to Debian Stretch episode 2 stream. So first of all, let me make a quick check that the live stream is working okay. So it seems that the stream is working okay. So I will have open around here the Debian Live. What's the Debian Live IRC channel and the YouTube chat, just in case you want to say something. And that's it. So 1 second. Okay, so the other day I was doing many things. So the idea was to port Rescatux, which is based on live build technology. There's some packages, Jessie official live CD. So Debian official live CD for Jessie, which is Debian 8, were made with Debian-build packages. So we are using this technology, and before Debian was based on Jessie, and now it's based on Stretch. I mean Debian Rescatux. So I managed to create a Git branch for my staff. I am using a stretch.ch root, and then there are many things that needs to do in order to port Rescatux into Stretch. So one thing is making a very basic Stretch live CD and see if it boots, if it builds. So the last day I cut the stream because it was late, and I told you that I will keep you informed about what happened to the build. So the build, I'm not sure if it's around here. Yeah, it's around here. There are some errors. So the main error is about the AMD 64 package. So let me see if I can show to you what the error was exactly. There should be an E colon somewhere. So here, cannot stat VM Linux asterisk AMD 64 colon AMD 64. So this is because I'm using foreign architecture for AMD 64 in Stretch, and live build does not have support for this. So if you remember what I did the other day, so the change was made in make common, so that make common, no, sorry, it was make on Rescatux packages. So I'm going to show you what it means. So this is the Rescatux stuff, and here there is the Rescatux common packages, which are installed always. No, okay, so it's make common, but so Linux flavors, no, it's make Rescatux. Okay, make Rescatux. Make Rescatux had the AMD 64 flavor and the 5x6 flavor. So I changed 5x6 for 6x6 because 5x6 does not exist in Jessie. And then here I needed to use med:/med because else the package could not be found, because it's searched by default in the i386 architecture. Okay, so it cannot find it. It cannot find the flavor. But this happens to fix something in the start of the build of Rescatux. But later on here it breaks everything, and that's not right. That's not funny, because I'm not getting an ISO that I can test. So this is the introduction. Okay, this is the introduction, so that you know. This is the introduction, so that you know what we want to do today. So first thing I want to do is to push the stretch stuff. But let me. This is needed in stretch. Okay. Yeah, so the stretch. So one thing that I'm going to do is to push the stretch branch, which I had not pushed before. And the other thing, the other thing that I need to do in order to fix this is to fix the what's the name? The live build package. So referring to this, what I need to do is to use the stretch th root, which I'm going to use right now. So let's go into the stretch th root. And so somewhere around the rainbow I have, okay, let me see, where is this? So subprojects live build, Debian live git. Okay, so here, if I'm not mistaken, I have some remotes. So I have the remote upstream, which is the okay, it's the same one as the new, which is this one. Then I have the one about Kali, because I don't know, maybe I use it for something else. And well, there are more, and there should be something like master. No, which were the remotes? 1 second, I'm not seeing. So origin, origin is where I push. Okay, so origin is GitHub. So okay, so everything is correct. As you can see, the last time I built this, well, I generate, this was live build 3 and live build 4. So this is this, I guess, let me see where this is master, or this is. So this is the FE support based on Debian CD Rebase 10 branch. And as you can see, the last commit is from August 2016. Okay, so this is quite old. So now I'm going to check out into master, and I'm going to pull okay, let me check. I'm going to pull from upstream, which is the Debian one, upstream master, so that everything goes, so that everything gets up to date. Okay, So if I'm not mistaken, I should have whatever is here, which is the alias hit. So I need to have a commit from 8 days ago about preparing to release unstable. Okay, from Rafael. Okay, so now if I check hit log, I've got this same commit, which is prepare release to unstable. So this way I can have my own branch and then ask for Hector, for Rafael to make a pull request if he likes my code. So what I want to do right now, I want to check if this has a Debian directory, and yes, it has a Debian directory. So this might be one of the first, one of the what's the name? One of the few packages that they have. It's a Debian sort of project and upstream at the same time. So the Debian, it's on the same branch. It's on the master branch. The Debian directory is in the master branch instead of having an upstream branch or master branch and Debian branch, if you know what I mean. That's what I'm doing with my own software. So now I'm going to create a branch so that I can work with foreign architecture. So hit checkout -b foreign architecture support. Okay, so now I can focus on fixing the problems about the Linux flavors and so on. So what I'm going to do here is to go into Rescatux subprojects. So there's the Debian Live hit with that's not there's Debian Live hit. This is live boot. Okay, so I'm going to rename this as live boot. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it, and I want to be in live build. These are the patches that I tried to do back in the day, and these are old builds, and this is the source code where I want to search everything. So here I'm going to search for where is it? Here it is. Here I'm going to search for anything which has flavor. Okay. So apparently there are many files. So there's the defaults sh, which I guess that this is the default, so that you can know architectures. If the architecture is MD64, then add or set MD64 as the Linux flavors. Okay, it makes sense. Okay, so I'm not sure if there's many other things. So it seems that yeah. So we come back. So I do not need to change anything from here. Then there are some POT, this is translations, I guess. So this is the man page, which talk about flavor too. So let us check. So they explain how to use flavor. Okay. So I'm not sure if we should specify somewhere. So okay. So here it says that sets the packages, sets the internal name of the kernel packages, naming scheme. If you use Debian kernel packages, you will not have to adjust it. If you decide to use custom kernel packages and do not allow the Debian naming scheme, remember to set this option to the stub of the packages only. For the Debian, this is Linux image. Okay, so that the stub flavor results in a valid package name. For Debian, it's Linux. Okay. Preferably, you use the meta package name, if any, for the stuff, so that your configuration is ABI independent. Also, don't forget that you have to include the stubs of the binary modules package for Union FS or if you build them out of the tree. Sets the internal name of the kernel packages. Maybe I could use this in order to work around the fact that the flavors do not work right in order to find packages, so that I can force the kernels to have either i364 60 series or I do not see it. I do not see it. So Linux flavors, and I think we are coming back. We are seeing the same thing again. So let's continue with our search. So live. So this is a template, I guess. Yes, this is a template. So this should be taken. So this is a place. This is something that I have not. That I have not thought about it, because this flavor, if I put the flavor is MED64 as a foreign architecture, then I'm going to miss. It's going to be shown here as MED64 colon MED64. So it wouldn't be so nice. So I have to think about this. So maybe then there's the thing about binary group legacy. BinarySlinax. So BinarySlinax is the one which had a problem, which we check. So these flavors. So these flavors do some stuff, and then later on there's a MV, which I think was run here. So MB, I'm not sure. So yeah, I think it's this one. So MV file, which is the file is the wait a moment, this is not okay. SysLinux. No, I mean this might be the binary loopback, which is now used by the. Okay, let me check MV. Let me check the error one second, because I'm a bit confused. So the error was about binary live VM Linux. So I don't know where. So setting up ISO Linux. So this is probably the step about so begin installing SysLinux. So it should be in the SysLinux. It should be in SysLinux. This is stuff. So I'm not sure why it's not here, because if I'm not mistaken, there should be an MV mv command somewhere. So this file is this same is this one here, but this does not make sense. There's something I'm missing around all of this stuff. Then there's the config one, which is so this is the place where you set the flavor. So maybe we could just take the flavor somewhere, and when it's needed, you put you remove. I'm not sure. So first of all, I want to understand where the hell is the MV live image. I mean, where is it? This one. Move binary stat. So it's like I was missing. So here it's installing loopback.cfg, then it's syslinux, and so p colon. I do not see any p colon. So apparently, so this is setting up isolinux. Maybe the problem is when setting up isolinux package that somehow so I'm not sure, because apparently, so this is begin installing syslinux. So if I go into BinarySlinax, syslinux, there should be an MV stuff around here, and I'm not seeing it. So if there's something about flavors, these flavors are supposed to so these are links, hot links. So I'm beginning to think about this version being different to the one I have installed in my system. So maybe we should take a look at my throot system and check if there's something about this. So problem is, I'm not sure I remember. I remember the path. So supposedly this is the syslinux. So there should be an MV which is no longer present in so MV space. So here it is. So if multiple init RD images are being generated, whatever. So this MV is not found in. So this is what actually fails in my Rescatux build. But so this is what is this is what is failing in my, if you know what I mean. So this is what is failing, because here this is not removing the colon med64 from the file supposed name, or at least this is what I think. This is what I think it is, because I'm not sure right now. Because okay, it's this one. I thought it was the one on the top, but actually the problem is here. Okay, but this code MV binary it's not found. So MB binary stuff flavor, which is this one, currently is hot linked. So the current live build code, which I'm not quite sure it will work with Stretch, uses hot link instead of move in order to build. So first of all, I'm not sure that this is the right version I need to use in order to build a Stretch, but hopefully it is, because I want to be able to push stuff into live build so that my improvement do not get lost. And yeah, so where is it? Just I think I have I don't know where. I think I have. Where is my YouTube stream stuff? Wait a second. Okay, I'm here. Okay, this is block. I have some spammers around here. Okay, so let us continue. Let me check that this is working so that I'm not talking alone. Okay, so this is working. So I was saying that here there's the link, and probably this is going to fail, but what I'm going to do is to build the live build for a Stretch. I'm going to install it in my system, and I'm going to try to build the system with the flavor MD64 without the colon MD64. And once we have that, I will then try to fix it, because I do not want, because maybe in hit version this book about foreign architectures is fixed, although I do not think so. I do not believe that it's going to be fixed. So let's continue. So first of all, I'm going to build this. So so this is build package USUC. So probably it's going to have many things that need to be installed. So let's install them, because I do not know. I know there's something about showing build dependencies and then installing them. So but let's do it the old-fashioned way, where you just install everything that says that it's missing. And so once we have this live build, we're going to install it. No, that's not what I wanted to do. So okay, so for A. Okay, so maybe I have something about this in supergroup to this, because I remember supergroup this GitHub. Okay, I remember there was something about this. If this wants to load. So the install page had something about, well, there was something. Okay, here it is. Build dep group 2. So okay, let's see this thing. So this continues to build some to install more packages which are needed, and these are so many packages in order to install PO4A actually. So as the package we want to install the build dependency of, okay, no, so this is not, I'm not sure I need this then. I thought you could do this without. Okay, it seems that it's working. There are too many warnings, but it seems it has worked. So now I have this stuff here, and this is what I want to install in my Stretch 3 root. So let's install this package. Sorry, I do not know how to install packages no more, it seems so. Okay. Oh, it has worked quite well. The other thing I want to do is, wait a moment, Stretch. Okay, yeah, I changed the name so that it was a Stretch i386. So just the same thing. Yeah. So okay, so here what I'm going to do, because we have changed live build and so on. So live build directory is sort of what's the name? It's sort of temporary file directory. So I'm going to remove it so that there's no problem about the cache between the old package and the new package. So now if I do hit Rescatux, I'm supposed to be able to do this. I'm not sure if this is going to work or it's going to complain because live build is not here. Okay, so now everything is okay. So now I can try. First of all, let me change. So let's go back to what we had in the beginning, which is make Rescatux without the colon AMD64. We're going to remove it. We're going to see if it's going to work for an architecture about what it's used by default in what's the name? Yeah, what's used by default with this hit package. So nobody's saying anything in Debian Live IRC, and YouTube channel there's no one talking. There were what's the name, spammers. So the stream is working okay, so that's good thing. So now, as you can see, what autoconfig has is the Linux flavor AMD 66. So it's as always, and we will see if there's something about this foreign architecture. So what I can do maybe is going here and searching for foreign stuff. So I search here, and I can search into content and search for foreign. So maybe there's something about the foreign architectures, okay? But I'm not sure if we're going to find something interesting. So for example, architectures. So if valid, if it's not valid, then we skip it. Okay. So apparently the architectures that which are not recognized are stripped away. So maybe what you're supposed to put architectures here, maybe not, because I do not want the architectures. So this is the cross architectures. Okay. Skipping multi-architectures. Okay, so check multi-architectures. So architecture. First, only support multi-arch on ISO. Okay, but I'm not sure this is what I want, because what I want, I do not want to have all the packages for i386 and all the packages for what I actually want to do. Wait a moment, why there's so many? 1 second. Okay, this is working. Apparently this is working without too much problem. I'm amazed, but maybe later on it's going to fail. So we will see. So there's package lists. So maybe there's something about foreign. Okay, so it says if this is discover unique package architectures and fully expanded package list. So if this is foreign architecture, append to package dot foreign architectures. Accept foreign architectures. Okay. Discover package architectures. So maybe th root package lists. So maybe we have something here. Maybe we have something which is, you know what I mean, which is worth. Maybe there's already a support for this. So we will check, we will hope that this is going to build right, and yeah, I will have to put somewhere in the documentation that I'm going and using a given tag. So maybe I can use the I will use the tag in order to build. Oh my god, is it working or not? Okay, unable to locate package Linux image MED64. So this is what happened in the first tests that I did. So the next test is going into make Rescatux and adding MED64 so that it knows that it has to use the foreign architecture. Okay, So let's try and see if there's any difference, and hopefully this hit implementation of live build has this foreign architectural stuff. Meanwhile, I'm going to check this stuff which I was checking about. Yeah, so I was checking foreign, and this is package lists and so on, trying to understand. So discover unique package architectures. So discover package architectures. Where's this function? What this function does? Okay. Package architecture. Okay, let me search for this in this live build. So okay, so let me search for this content, and so that I can understand. So this scripts build, so this, it might be here, packages list. So if we take a look, okay, so let me see what the hell this function does. So, okay, so this is using the colon as a separator. So it might, yeah, it might add the, yeah, it's here. So looking for package architecture. Okay, so that's fine. So this is package lists. So apparently, if you go here, wait a moment, where's yeah, if you go here, I should be able to find somewhere, somehow. So these are the different Debian tags. So let's suppose, how the hell I'm going to know which was the tag for this package? Is it somewhere inside the package, the specific tag which was used to build it? This would be nice because I could compare. Yeah, I could compare. So okay, yeah, look at this live build 13th of February. So yeah, it's here. So 13th of February, it's this one. So I can go here, take a look at the summary, and well, not the summary, I can take into the commits. No, or yeah, but okay, so every commit when it wants to make, okay, so tree, yeah, okay, so now I'm in the current branch, I'm the tree, and I'm going to look on the packages list directory, which I think what's in a scripts build, perhaps, I'm not sure. Okay, I will have to check my search stuff. So this is inside user share, okay, functions. So this is in functions, so root functions, packages, package lists. So what I want to check here is here, looking for package architecture. So this is already in the stretch package that they use. So somehow, if you put a package which has an architecture, it sort of puts it in a different ch root. Okay. Yeah. But somehow, if you have foreign architecture in flavors, then there was nothing to handle it. So yeah. So let's see if it let's see how the builds it's going. So linking or moving the MED64 colon MED64, but yeah. So the idea is to go inside and to search for scripts built, and in the BinarySlinax, which was somewhere. Where is it? BinarySlinax. It's here. So here, what we would like to do is this Linux flavors. Okay. So I think that we want to use the Debian package only where it's needed, and then we can leave Linux flavors with the original name. So let me check. So this should be so if I take a look, if I search for LB Linux flavors, we've got change log. Let's see what's written about LB Linux flavors. Okay, there's a typo of this one guy, which I think made so many things. Okay, so defaults, group legacy, group loopback, installer binary, loopback CFG, config, defaults. Okay, so maybe defaults, it's the place where Linux flavor is taken so that it can install. Wait a moment, what we were looking for? It's Linux, LB Linux. Okay, so LB Linux flavors. So here it is. So setting Linux flavor string. So okay. So this is not what I'm looking for, I think. Yeah. So I'm looking for the first place where it has says I cannot. Maybe that's not the place. So there should be a place where Linux flavor, LB Linux flavors variable is used in order to install packages. Okay. So binary syslinux. So these are the LLin, and this is not what I'm looking for. Linux image. Yeah, this might be the one. So Linux image. Okay, here it is. So this is the Linux flavor. So this is maybe the best place in order to put what I want to put. So this Linux flavor, okay, this is going to put the Linux packages with the flavor into the package chroot. Okay, so later on it's not going to work because it's trying to find Linux image MED4, and Linux image MED4 is not by default in i36. But let me check. So this is the place where I could take this variable and remove the architecture part. Okay, but let me check package lists. So what the hell is this? Because this is supposed to be used so that you discover package architectures and somehow you put them aside so that you have unique architectures alpha sorted one per line. So this is used here. So this is used on the chroot package lists. Okay, so apparently you can check for the package architectures and put the output, okay, which is this, each one of this line, put these architectures here. So but this is when LB architectures is different. So you put them here in the packages foreign architectures. Okay, so this is what I'm not sure this is right, because these package lists, okay, where does it begin? So if I remember correctly, there was a binary script here, and this is what happens by default. So this should be calling the rest of the images. So as you can see here, Linux, so binary package lists, okay, it's the one which finds these foreign packages and puts them somewhere else. Where is it? Yeah, so it's this one which by the use, wait a moment, I'm not seeing it, but it's this function. So if I search for it here, okay, so this chroot package lists, which wait a moment, isn't there here? Chroot package list. Why is not here? But is there a package lists? Package lists. Okay. This is strange. So package lists. So there should be. Wait a moment. Wait a moment, because I'm package lists. binary package lists. Binary. So there's the chroot package lists, which is here. That's the one which we have seen, and there's the binary package list, which I don't know. It should do something similar to the other one about foreign architectures, I think. Okay. Well, so apparently what I was saying is the Linux image. What we want is to put the packages here, but then we want Linux flavors to be without anything. So this should be the right place to what's the name, to fix the Linux flavors string. So I probably do the fix here if it goes wrong. Later on, wait a moment, this is working? I cannot believe it. Wait a moment, maybe it's not. No, it's, I don't think it's working. Or is it? Okay, so fail access to this. Okay, so this is the hard link which we said before. So here we can replace the packages stuff, but this is not going well. So okay, so now we are going to do what I have suggested here. Let me check. This is SH, so I should not use something that it's not meant to be used in Bash. So this is going to be a bit what's the name, a bit it's not going to be easy. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to make somewhere around here okay, okay, so live build quick script. So in this quick script, I'm going to test my Bash skills in order to change these architectures, these flavors. So quick script. So what we have here, what I want to change is the chroot Linux image. Okay, so Linux flavors, yeah, that's the right thing to have. Package flavors. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to use the default shebang, although I'm not sure if this is going to be run with Bash or not when I'm going to do the test. So wait a moment, it's here, so I am going to use this shebang. So then I will use a new variable in order to make things easier. So what I'm doing here, it's going to be something like this. So let me check if I'm right or not. So new LB Linux flavors. Okay, so this is going to be so this is going to be new. Okay, look at this. This is going to be new. Oh my god. Maybe this should be exported, although I'm not sure if this is actually needed or not. So that it's a global variable, or maybe we should do it once here. So this is the new one, and the new one, it's going to be each one of the flavors which are here, and a space and whatever I had before. So if there's an space, there is an extra space, I don't care too much. Okay, maybe there's a better way of doing this. So now this is not exactly what I want to do. So okay, so what I want to do here is to so this could be filtered flavor. Okay, so this filtered flavor, it's going to be flavor without the colon stuff. Okay, so we had something somewhere, which I'm not sure which is this one, or maybe this one. So yes, so first of all it used the equal, which I don't think I need here, but here it used this one in order to print what we need, which is the second part. So the idea is that this flavor goes into okay, let me check. Yeah, so I can do, one second, I can do like this. So the idea is can I use Echo? Yeah, I can use Echo, but this is not right. So $2 is the place to the right, which is the MED64 from the right, but the one MED64 from the left. Okay, we want to remove whatever ends in colon. So this is going to be $1. So the filtered flavor is going to be this one. So what we want to add to the new LB Linux flavors string is this Linux, is this filtered flavor. And once we have done this, what we do is we take LB Linux flavors, which is a global variable, and we say that it's equals to the new LB in Linux flavors. And this way I do not have to export it because it's already a global variable. So it goes like this. Okay, so my nice test is going to be, and this is probably not okay, yeah, so my test is going to be like this. So this code here, it's going to be the one which I want to put into the package. Okay, and here there's the initialization, which I think it's the one that I want to use. So this is what's the name? So this is like this. Like this. So this is what I think the script is going to receive where I am here, just before this 4. It's going to receive this string, okay, and it's going to do its stuff, which is correct as far as I know, and then it's going to put the nice LB Linux flavor. So this is what I want to put, and this is in order to check. So I will check with this and without, and we will see how it goes. So let's go. I'm not going to open a console. I'm going to do the F4 stuff. So this is the quick script. So I'm giving what's the name, execution permissions, and I just running it. So as you can see, my input was wait a moment, why it has this order? This is strange. So my order is it's first one, second one, and somehow what the hell? What the hell? Are you seeing it? Okay, yeah, this is because this is not right. So this should be put like this. Okay, maybe now it makes more sense. Okay, so it's i366 MED64. So now it makes sense. So more tests. If I put here MED64 without the colon, does it work the same way? Yes, it does. If I only put i366, does it work the same way? Yes, it does. And if I put yeah, this does not make sense, but anyway, I'm going to test it. E366. Okay, it works as suspected. So this is what I'm going to put into live build source code, which is this, which is where are you? Which is the Linux chroot Linux image 1. But if I'm not mistaken, there should be another binary Linux image 2. So I'm not sure. I'm always confused with this thing about chroot or not chroot. So as you can see here, it just copy Linux flavor, but there's nothing about. Wait a moment, please. So in this binary Linux image, there's nothing about flavors, but there is here. I'm not sure if I built with chroot or not. confused, because if I'm going to do this, so if I build with chroot, so this fix it's only going to be accept. So okay, so if Linux image, so there's the binary Linux image, but this binary does not call to the chroot Linux flavor stuff. So I am a bit confused. We can nevertheless test it, and then I do not know. Then yeah, we're going to test my fix and see what happens, but I'm not quite confident this is going to fix anything. So this is my code, which is supposed to fix stuff. Okay, that's it. This is my code. Now I'm going to build a package again, which is around here. Okay, so I have to go into live build and build a package, and I should have a new package somewhere. Okay, so I have to have a new package from right now, which is this one. Where are you? Lie here. Okay, so now live build is the same one, but with my hack, which I'm not quite sure that it's going to fix anything. Okay, so let's build and we will see if this is working or not. Oh, in the meanwhile, I'm going to check the YouTube chat that there's anyone, and okay, because I'm not sure, so maybe we can take a look at if this is going to use chroot's chroot Linux image or not. This could be a nice thing to check. Okay. So the question is, who the hell calls the chroot? Who the hell calls the chroot Linux image? That's what I'm a bit confused. So it's chroot underscore Linux dash image. No, not I did not want to do this. I want to do this, to search. So it's chroot, the one which calls chroot Linux image. So somehow if this is called when I build, this is going to fix my problem. But if it's chroot is not called, then there's no sense on trying to fix this. Yeah. So somewhere, which is the package list, and yeah, this is the Linux image. So maybe the binary calls the chroot as is. I'm not seeing it. Binary chroot. Maybe binary chroot calls root? I do not know. So binary, I do not want to do anything. So binary root. Maybe here root is called. No, it doesn't seem so. Okay, so we want. I suspect that this fix that I have added fixes something, but not what we want to do. So here, if you take a look at hit status, here inside, okay, there's a lot of main pages modified, so I'm not sure. So if we take a look at this Linux image, you can see my new code, but I'm not sure this is going to work. So I'm not sure. So what the hell I'm supposed to do then? Am I supposed to where the packages are installed? So if binary, so there's the binary Linux image. Binary Linux image. What the binary Linux image? So that's this. No. It's because we had already searched for the Linux LB flavor stuff. And yeah, well, we found out some stuff, and the one which seemed more the one that seems to have nice stuff was this one, because the root Linux image, but because as you can see, this is the place where you put the stuff into package.chroot. So once you have finished this step, you no longer need the proper package names in order to install them. So that's what confuses me. So this is config installer Debian installer. So config. This is config. This config. Okay, I'm not sure if this is the right place to LB Linux flavors. Okay. Set calendar flavor to use default, auto detected. Okay. So maybe the place where to fix all of this stuff is before using BinarySlinax. We invent on binary something that changes the packages, but this does not make sense. So maybe I want to check binary packages lists, which is this one, but here there is anything about flavors. So that's something that does not I do not understand, unless this is flavors are put in package in. I'm not sure. So somehow package is not found, but then it is, and this is driving me nuts. So let's see if my fixes something, which I'm not sure. So this is currently fixing. This is generating the what's this? Squash FS. Okay. And yeah, so let's see if I'm right, but I don't have a good vibe about this, because I am modifying chroot file which is not being triggered by my build, so I'm not sure this is the right way to do this stuff. So maybe I should know what was the first thing that failed when the first time said the Linux MD64 package was not found, which I'm not sure if it's going to be around here, because I have built so many things times, and yeah. So if this is going to fail, well, I will have to take a look at, to revert it without the colon MBD64, and to take a look and see what's the exact step where this is failing, so that I can fix it. So this is building the SquashFS image. So let me check the rest of files where this variable is found, and let's see. So this is the Debian installer, which I don't care about because I do not use live build to install stuff. And then there's the chroot Linux image, which will be the one which I have fixed. BinaryLoopback.cfg, binary group legacy. So let's take a look. Nobody uses this, but actually I'm not sure if group legacy is found in a stretch, but probably it is. It should not. I don't think why. I don't know why anyone would like to use group 1. So Linux flavors, it's here. So here you have the default entries, which is Linux flavors, and so this will have a problem, because yeah, so this will generate a problem. But let's suppose it's not a problem. Let's take a look at Linux binary loopback. So LB Linux flavors. So we have similar code, so here we will have similar problem. So as long as you use this variable, it's going to search here for the MED64. So it needs to be fixed before using it here, so that everything makes sense. So I'm not sure. So probably the binary, the th-root Linux image was the right place where to fix this, but we will check it later when this when this finishes. Okay, so squash fs has been done, so we will see if this is working at last. But I'm not sure if it's going to work for everyone. You know what I mean? Okay. Checking my email. Another spam email. So this is doing something. Let's see it works, and if it does not work, well, if it does not work, well, we will have a problem. So okay, so here we have the stuff about syslinux, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, installing syslinux, that's the place where it fails. Okay, this is the place where it fails. So my th-root stuff is not fixing it. So I'm still in the same place. So there's the syslinux, and somehow, so maybe a package list. So maybe it should be done after the package list. So the package list, binary package list, I suspect that this somehow puts the packages list somewhere, and maybe here the packages, the ones about Linux, are put here, and I'm not I mean, it's not kernel, it's not Linux, or maybe it's Linux, I'm not sure. I mean, okay, root fs, I think I had the th-root, yes. So 6 Linux hubs, install binary, th-root install. Okay, th-root install, th-root install. So this makes sense. Maybe it's here the place where the installation that needs the packages is done, and then here I can change back to the right thing. So th-root Linux image, which is here. Okay, so I'm taking this and I'm going to copy it here in binary which is not nice because this could go into a function or something, but we will put it here and we will see if it fixes it. And then there's my question about this Linux image, about the theatroot Linux image being modified or not. And that's something I'm not sure it should be modified, because unless this binary, when you call theatroot archive, actually it's calling theatroot install, which is, but I'm not sure if you get theatroot archives with theatroot if it calls everything else, but I don't think so. So let's see if the fix, if you put the fix here, if it fixes anything. So once again we have made a change and we have to build. So we are here, we have to build our package. Okay, with all of this stuff that fails or not, I'm not sure. And so now I have the same dev package, which is this one. So this one around here. I install it and I run this and hope that it builds. So that's it. So I have this block of code here, which is not nice, and then I have this one about theatroot Linux image, which is more nice, but I'm not sure if it's actually needed here in this theatroot stuff. So I'm probably removing it so that the same thing that I have done here is done in the theatroot itself. So I mean theatroot, where is it? Theatroot should have a similar structure. So here's the theatroot install, and then you done the Linux image. So in the Linux image, firmware proceed, and then you install the package. The problem is I do not know why the hell do I need this theatroot binary. Who uses it? Maybe this is used in order to do hard disk images. Okay, so I don't know where this theatroot is used, else I will test it, because what I will do right now is here I would put here my script so that Linux image step is done okay with this flavor going into packages theatroot, but later on we have not this here, but I will put it here in the before doing these installs. Okay, so this is what I will do myself. Yeah, and this is what I'm going to do while I wait, because else I'm going to be bored. So I copy this one into theatroot, so I'm going to put this here. Okay, going to save this, and this is the Linux image, which I'm going to check out so that it goes to whatever it had. So hit status. So the one which I want to turn around is this one. And now if you take a look at the script binary and the script chroot, you will see that we have this stuff which is common to the both of them, but well, we will see. So now this is like it was before, and yeah, so maybe I'm not sure what to say. Maybe so this is the binary, this is the chroot. Maybe I can put this into a file which is called chroot fix Linux image. Maybe it should be done in Linux image. But I'm not sure that Linux image, this is not, flavors are not used here, so I'm not sure. So okay, I manage. So I mean, this is building somewhere, yeah, somewhere here. If you're using OBS, you have killing stream thing in your stream. Krasimir Petrov, if you're using OBS, you have killing stream thing in your stream. I do not use OBS. By the way, no, because Krasimir Petrov is not here online. What does mean killing stream thing? Krasimir Petrov. Who the hell is Krasimir Petrov? I need to find it's Petrov. I need to find if it's around the Debian Live stuff. Krasimir Petrov, IRC. OBS. You have killing a stream. Okay, yeah. So this Krasimir Petrov was talking about streaming being cut. So he was talking about OBS, which is Open Broadcast System. I thought he was talking about the other OBS, which is the Open Build System from SUSE that can build packages. So I thought it was a suggestion about yeah. So the thing about the stream being cut, I think it's something about simple screen recorder not pouring out enough enough stuff into yeah. So yeah. So right now the what's the name? Right now the SquashFS build is taking up 100% of my CPU. So maybe I could put it down so that the stream does not get clogged. But anyway. So So okay, let's build for the build, and we will see if finally I get this right with this fix that changes the LB stuff, the LB Linux flavors stuff. So yeah. So the other thing I could check is the one about, oh my god, no, let's remove some stuff around here. So the other thing I could check is Linux image. It's the one about so let me remove some. So the quick script, I no longer need it. I think I no longer need to update repo. I don't need the build log to check the build image. These files, I do not need them. I think I have just closed something else. Okay, so this is the Rescatux README. Why do I need it? For nothing. Yeah, so more or less, or architectures. So this was something nice. So check multi architectures, and yeah, so that's something. Yeah, so that's something that could be used for what I want to do. Maybe not. Cross architecture. So this is when you build something that it's not your own, and this is the architecture. So I'm gonna show. So the th root. This is the fix, which I want to fix to put it with something else. So maybe we could use the build sh, define this function there in build sh, scripts build sh. Let's take a look at scripts build sh, which will be, why the hell it's called build.sh, build.sh. Oh, okay, here it is. Okay, so this is sourcing all the functions, scripts, which is what you find here. Around here, these are the functions. So I could have a function about architectures or flavors, or kernel images, which I do not find right now, and I could put there my nice functions in order to so architectures, if you want, I could have here the Linux flavors stuff. So I could have a flavors.sh, Linux flavors.sh, what's the name, file here, and then source them from here, and then it's that way it's nice, and I can just okay, so I could put the function here, and that's it. You know what I mean. And this is, yeah, just change the so I could do that, but first of all we're going to check if this works, if this finally is going to work and we are happy and so on. So I'm not sure if we already have done the SquashFS stuff. Yeah, the SquashFS stuff is here, and now we will see if this is going to work or not. So failure to access. Okay, so somehow this is not working, my friend. This is not working. This is not working. So maybe the problem is that in this binary, when BinarySlinax is called, somehow Linux flavors gets reset, and I do not know it, and that's the reason why it fails. So it will be something to do with the LB function, which is in build sh maybe. So there's a function about LB live build function LB. I'm not sure if I'm going to find this, because I'm a bit confused right now. You know what I mean? I'm a bit confused on what I'm supposed to do. So I'm going to do some debug so that I understand what the hell is going on here. So binary had this, okay? So I'm going to write here, so this is going to be HL what's the name? What could I use? So sufficiently amount 1 2. So this is going to be Linux flavors. So this 2, this is 3. Where are you? Loopback, CFG packages, Linux image, Linux image, Linux image, Linux image, Linux image, Linux image, Linux image. No, the problem is in syslinux. Okay, so see, if the problem is in syslinux, I can put it before and after. Okay, so this is my bet. So I'm going to where I am. I'm going to build a package with my changes. And I install it. I think it's the same package, so okay. Where I am. Where am I? Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Like Terminator. I thought I was streaming because the program was working, but somehow, yes, somehow it was not. Okay, so Krasimir is going to test. Okay, nice from you, thank you. So the codecs buffered like 30 minutes. Yeah. So it's not easy because you've got this live control room, which I should have in one window, so that when the stream goes nuts, I can check it, and then I should have this chat. If I could pop up chat, okay, that's going to. Okay, so now I have these two. The stream current bit rate 0 is lower than the recommended. So stream bit rate of 2500. Okay. Now I see. Now I see live control room. Okay, so okay, yeah, so I was trying to debug all of this stuff. So let's continue. Where the hell was my stuff? I have something about. I have a nice token that I have. Okay, it's here. So it's here. So this is working. The problem is that I have a self amount 12.3, which I'm not sure I'm going to see. So this is going to build root file system image. Okay, So this is the root file system image. Should be this. Okay. So what it does was to squash fs and then begins to do some stuff. Throot, and this is doing more and more stuff. Okay. And manifest. So here in the manifest we are here, so it's okay. So there's no so we are here, the manifest, so we don't have these three yet. So local packages list, Linux image, loopback image. So 3, I have the MED64686. So at 3, so we are here with the correct Linux flavors variables. Okay. So now the variables are MED64 and 686. But somehow that run seems like that run okay, let me see. Oh, I don't mind stopping the stream and cheating and choosing random and you evaluating it, because once this works, they don't have Windows versions. Yeah, well, it makes sense. Okay, so this variable is now right. So if BinarySlinax, which is this one, it fails. So why is that? What I'm missing? BinarySlinax. So there's a ln. Which is the next one. Flavor LB Linux flavor. So this means that somewhere the variable it's here, build sh, which takes all of the functions red conf set defaults. Okay, here's the set defaults. Drives nuts sets default is where probably the variable is changed. That this makes sense. Okay, let's show the simple screen recorder second instance to Krasimir. Let's see, 1 second that I mask my stream key stuff. Okay, so here you are. So apparently I'm streaming, although stream status is okay brown. So you already you also have the input, which what I do is that I do not do escalating because my CPU does not. Wait a moment. OpenGL. What the hell is this? It does not even work. Okay. So does any chance? What does mean does any chance? That's not English. This to be on ink. Oh, okay, yeah. Wait a moment. I'm a Linux guy, so let me see. I can open a terminal, which is the best thing that humankind has done ever. So I write this like this, and then simple screen recorder, and voila, this is in English. But first of all, let's check. Okay, so my key stuff is there. So somehow when I it saves my settings while I have not request to be and this is not working. Okay, yeah, I should select record OpenGL, but well, I prefer not to, but maybe it could work, who knows. Okay, so now we wait for Krasimir. Say, okay, your turn. Okay, I am. I asked myself if it's so easy in Windows to change one specific program to temporary to. Okay, go on. So this is the second screen, which has the container and so on. Input, go on input profile. Okay, so I go into input profile. Yeah, no, this is so everything in this page, okay, you change it and then you say save and you give it the name. Later on you can select that name here. So that's what the input profile is about. It's nothing about, so you click on new, you would have a new profile with the current settings. So you click new in order to do something like save as. So that's what input profile is about. But there's no these input profiles are from me, a custom one from me. That's not something that there were not default input profiles that came with the program. Okay. So yeah. So let's wait for Krasimir knowledge. See what advice he has to give me. Yeah, I know. I just want to see. what? Okay. So buy some glasses, glasses, if you want to see. If you are you have myopia or whatever the name it is. Okay, so here you can select which screen to record. If you want to record a fixed rectangle, follow the cursor, which I do not want, and where you want to record. So I set my screen to 1024/768, so that it's easier for the program to record it, and I know that everything that goes into this screen is going out, so I don't have to. There's the frame rate to 30. So Hegel frame rate is more CPU. So cinema is 24, but it seems that video nowadays uses 30. There's the scale video, which I don't use because it will take more CPU. I record the cursor and then I record the audio, and this is the right device for recording audio. The reason why I can help you by now is cause yeah. You have someone in your house, so you cannot listen to my stream to see if the audio is okay or not, or if it cuts or does not cut. I wonder if it's that. Okay, well, let's suppose the only way you can change import setting thing you need to do it by the only way sudo shits import settings. Import settings. Why? So there's, you think that the problem is in input and not in output then? Are you sure that the problem is in the input side of things? And let's take this guy, report, what okay, listen now. How? Okay, the CPU is encoding slowly, meaning good quality for us viewers. The CPU is encoding slowly. Many CPU drains, not only the stream program. Okay, yeah, I can. Let me show you. 1 second. Let me. So. Know if I have this program installed. Or maybe I can I could just use the program. Because if the problem is when I build my ISOs, I can use CPU limit so that it only uses 3 CPUs. Just saying. 7, 8 more. So this is a program which chose the CPU more or less. So you have up here the stuff. So as you can see, right now all the CPUs I used like 50, 100 stuff. So yeah. And apparently, what log file? Apparently, there are many instances of simple screen recorder. So I guess that one of them, the slower the CPU do, this more power it needs. So I'm going to remove this second one so that we only see the ones about, yeah. So I'm not sure what. Let me see. Let me check one thing. Let me check if there are many simple screen or if it's only one, because this is no. This is there was a defunct one. Defunct. Maybe I can remove this defunct one. Hopefully this does not kill everything, which I'm not sure. Maybe it helps so that it's okay. Does it help? No idea. Okay, the defunct process. Okay, what the hell Krasimir says? Slightly faster, and there goes save at the end. The slower CPU that is more power needs. You don't find the string is dying pretty like clockwork. This I wanted to say. The faster the video is encoded, CPU remains longer without work, so to speak. The faster the video is encoded, CPU remains longer without work, so to speak. Okay. Okay, okay. How do you encode the video faster? That's the question. Do you use codecs? I think what you're supposed to change, it's the output settings, so that when that's here, output settings, so that I use a codec that takes less CPU so that it goes faster, isn't it? The faster the video is encoded, CPU remains. Yeah, so the faster one is raw. You know, it's raw. Where is it? I saw it somewhere. It's raw video. So this is going to work awfully, because raw video, it's going to take too much bandwidth. You know what I mean? So where was the x60x stuff here? I also try to limit into and this is the mean rate, this is the max rate. I used to say there's the buffer side. Maybe the buffer side should be bigger. I don't know. Maybe the buffer size should be bigger than min rate and max rate. And this is, I'm not sure what the hell keyint means. So yeah. Wait a moment. This is in. I'm showing this you to in Spanish, so I will show you in English. Okay, so I was telling, where are you? So I was telling to you that then we can check CPU, or maybe not, but this way we have some movement so that it's more. So yeah, so we have different codecs. So maybe there's a codec that takes less CPU. I don't know. Okay, I wait. I prefer to fix this so that streams go well always. But yeah, so then there's this thing about allow frame skipping that I have not used. Maybe it's a good thing to put so that it does not insist in sending frames that he cannot. So simple screen recorder, allow frame skipping. What the hell is this supposed to do? Okay. Some codecs are not installed. Okay. Libup codec extra, libup format extra. Yeah, the X265 does not work for me. OpenGL, where glitches, out of sync radio with recorder with the speakers with pulse audio. Audio input will be no sound when recorded the speakers with pulse audio. That's not. Calm down. What is that? Okay, so these are comments. Okay, so apparently comments for found minute 17. It begins to sound like a mobile under earth. Okay. How fast is encoded the bit? Okay, maybe I can show you this, because yeah. So this is total time. I cannot show you this in English because I will have to cut the stream. This is input FPS, which is 30. This is output FPS, which is 30. Input size, which is this one, and output size. File, which is RTMP. This is the total size, which I think it's not working, or maybe it is, and it takes a lot. It's megabyte. And this is the bit rate. So I think this is the bit rate output, but I think this is the one which goes to the internet, not the one about encoding. So I'm not sure if this is what. And there's the thing about, so using FLV format, using X264 codec. So pixel format NV12, which I don't know, MP3 lame, which is a Linux codification. Then it begins to do some stuff. Stream is not monitor, and then there's some problems about monotonic audio, which maybe it's multi-audio. Well, no, that's not possible. My upload bandwidth is ten Mbps. Yeah, this is download. So as you can see here, the bit rate in previous streams was 600, 700 kilobits, 800. That does not make sense, because 800, it's not going to go out with my internet. So now that I have put it down into 400 and 64 kilobits for audio, it works without problems, or I think it works without problems. Maybe there are some problems when I get the 100 CPU, but yeah, you can benefit then your CPU even encoding it faster than net faster rates. Yeah, that's it. But that's why I have you here to help me on the output settings, so that the net stuff does not have problems. So if you take a look here, maybe this should be I should have a mean rate of 400 and max rate of 500, and the buff size should be bigger. Maybe I'm doing this wrong, and buff size should be bigger, so that you know that they have some seconds. If you play CSGO thank you for your feedback. So you find but I'm doing 30. I'm doing 30 FPS. So you still find my stream is choppy in the last minutes. What was that? You still I mean, maybe the problem only presents when the CPU is old. Okay. But is it video or only the audio side of it? Because maybe I can check this the simple screen recorder troubleshooting suggestions for audio. Okay, so show me this codec and codec name. Well, it's LiveX264 and yeah. Codec name, I'm not sure. Maybe I have found this somewhere else. But yeah, reset faster. Show me. And the MP3. Okay, yeah, this was. Wait a moment. What you want to see, it's here, which is like this. Wait a moment. Report. And the other thing is using layer 3. Yes, faster. Faster means that I need something else, or that this is fastest one. H. Well, but this is H. I'm not using H264. You mean that I should use? Okay, let's check. Wait a second. Well, I have the H263. There's no. There's the one. Yeah, I mean it's this one. I already had it. No, I did not change the settings. I think I'm going to make the buffer bigger, like this, and see what happens. I don't know. Thank you for all of your help. Okay, so I'm going to stop the stream and I'm going to test this setting and see what happens, because yeah. So this is the one to set default. So let's do a quick pause. Okay, so I'm back. So now the codec should be better. So we will see, we will check if it goes well or not. But somehow I'm seeing that this is going well, but somehow the bit rate is going too big. So what I'm seeing is the input frames are sort of dynamic, but then the output frames are okay, and somehow I get bit rates which are bigger than needed. But what I'm going to do is to go into the going to check what's the speed stuff which is this using. So okay, let's see what's the actual outgoing rate. So it's 400, 600. So it actually does not take too much bandwidth. So I'm going to do a quick break, which the stream won't be working, but I think I will close this stream and I will make another one, because there's too much of a stream, too much tests. So I will just use. Okay, so I've just got with current bitrate 0. So yeah. So it's just, but I think that yeah. I think that if there are no changes. So yeah, I'm going to finish this stream and I will do another one. Maybe later, and we will see, because else this is too much tests. So okay, let's see.